What's wrong with you guys? When is this gonna end?
Selling is service.
And service is selling.
Service is selling.
And selling is service.
How about a scarf? You'll look dashing in jade. If you buy this Usyk, you'll have it made. We've got keychains and mugs and shirts to fit your budget. Buy all your gifts here. Everyone will love it. Selling is service.
And service is selling.
Service is selling.
And selling is service.
My name's Buddy.
Selling is service.
Hey, every record there is VG++.
Yeah,
Oh,
Eminem
that's-
got old, man.
It's actually the name of the store, VG plus plus.
K-
And
KG
actually
plus
everything's plus plus. The adult diapers are plus plus. The
I don't know if you
servings
guys
of
noticed.
granola and prunes plus plus. I mean, it's.
I don't know if you guys noticed. Doesn't the guy in the commercial remind you of a mastering engineer?
Oh, we just came back from a hiatus, and we're already stirring it. I like. Actually, Arnaldo hasn't been here in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We haven't been here in 2 weeks. Arnaldo hasn't been here in 3 weeks. So, Jason, do you care to comment? Because I believe if you were fan club president 2024 of said mastering engineer.
No comment.
No
Zero.
comment. Oh, no comment. I like the political correctness is nice. Well, welcome back. We have been gone a minute, more than a minute, but it's good to be back in the saddle again. Let's see who is joining us.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully they remember the surface noise situation, but maybe not. Tom, of course, bright and early, hiring a district. At least there isn't a Stanley Cup final game on tonight. Wait, what? Well, I don't really consider these Las Vegas and Carolina. Is that really hockey? Hockey? Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? Like, it's not like it's the Canadiens and the Leafs or the Hawks and anybody else, the Rangers. So I don't know, but hey.
You know what rhymes with hockey? Commie. Just saying.
Oh, whoa.
That's like deep. Oh my gosh.
It's too soon to be canceled. We just sent in the renewal paperwork. It'll be there. It'll be to Richard's Vinyl Tap House. Oh boy, the Surface Noise boys are back. Let the mayhem begin. Well, we got something for you. Because while we're gone, so much has happened, and we're not going to play all the greatest hits. We may dip our toe in the bathwater of certain topics, but I think it's important, guys. I was going to save this for hour 2, but we have a new sponsor. Are you ready for the new sponsor?
Yes.
This is what you get when you come early, because more people are coming into the room, and I appreciate that, but this is what pays off for coming early. So this is our new sponsor in your frozen food section. Welcome. I mean, if that doesn't make you hungry, or it doesn't make you a seasoned audiophile,
There's deception on the packaging. It just says
What?
meat. It just says meat salt. So do you really know what's in there?
well, listen, we're still doing some testing. The lab results are not in, but be assured that if you're down for some lasagna in the frozen food section at the Aldi, if you're familiar with Aldi,
Whoa.
they got you.
Move
I mean,
over, Stovers. Frimmer's taking over. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Just be careful when you eat that. You might say it's the artist's intent. Like, on a live
Chef's
stream,
intent.
believe it or not. Eesh.
I'm just saying. So,
Hey.
all right. Well, let's see who else is joining us. Who else is Power Pasta Hour? Henry is here. Good evening, Henry. Mike Kovaleski, hello all. Headed to St. Louis for the weekend, making a stop in Godfrey. Well, tell Billy I said hi. I was just over there a couple days ago picking up some Megadeth pre-orders from the venerable Riverbend Records Billy Hurst. Always does me right. Mr. Moses, hello. Howdy, folks. Chuck T in the building. Is this full analog or is there a digital step? You decide, Chuck. This is the People's Show. It's the People's Program. So you decide. Kendall's here. Spin Doctor and his Vinyl Mayhem was starting to think they forgot about us. Listen, we never start on time. This is on brand. This is on brand. This other live stream started at 8:15, 8:30. Some don't even start at all. They just record themselves talking, and some have like 2 viewers. So I mean, is that really a live stream at all? It's like if a bear farts in the woods, did it really happen? I don't know. But again, you decide. You decide. Henry, pet sounds tonight. Yeah, buddy. Well, I don't know. I feel like that topic has been beat to hell. I see Mr. Rojas is pointing to the vinyl file version. Perhaps we'll touch that one, but I don't know. Axel Foley is here. Hello, Travis. Hope Austin was fun. I hope to go next time. Yeah, I'm trying to get you guys to come down one of these times, but I'll talk. I'm gonna have to kidnap you. There's gonna have to be an abduction, some chloroform or something like that. Get you guys down there. AZ Mick is here. Hello. Chasing Records. Sorry I missed you. I heard you were down in Austin, but I didn't see it. Jason, did you run into Chase?
Yeah, he came to my table, and I had a record that he wanted, so we worked something out.
He wasn't the only one. Jason was a magnet for those deep collectors. We'll get into that with the Austin recap. He may have sold me a record. Bury the lead. Speaking of vinyl files, Mazzy's Music, is this basically the same show as the Monday show, but with Ronnie Wood instead of Mick Taylor or Brian Jones?
Chris, what the hell, man? Look at
Who are those guys?
That's
Jeez.
cold.
Who are those guys?
Ooh.
Man.
What?
That comment's like that comment is like Fremer, 11 out of 10, right?
Listen, he did have a strong comment on the Monday show. He did have a strong comment.
Yeah,
So
he did.
He did.
Razzie, you did.
1 out of 1,000. It happens. Andy G is here. Hello. Spins is here. Good evening. Spins. Chauncey. Holy cow. Chauncey making an appearance. Wow. I feel special. Chauncey made it. Mark Boyd is here. Good evening, Mark. Ellen always. Hello. Welcome back. See, there we go. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for a little validation. NBA Live Girl. Hello. And peace to you guys. Well, peace back to you, NBA Live Girl. Jason Arsenal. Hello. Oh, Wyoming, soon to be Wisconsin. Dave is only moving to states that start with W. So I think Wyoming, Wisconsin, Washington, state of Washington, you're on deck. Look out. I think that's probably it. Help me, geography majors. Help me all. David Nelms, the Tiki Man, hello. Good to see you. VMG Vinyl, hello. I'm Chase. How's it going? It's the thought that counts. Vinyl and Kicks gets it right. Here we go. Hola, Chance, Surface Noise, and everyone here. Good to be back. Good to have you back, VK86. We got our Tokyo correspondent on the ground, Tokyo Brian. Hello, Tokyo Record Style. Breakfast King of Loyola. Rough weeks for Steve Ewing. Yeah, so for those not in the know, Steve Ewing fronts a local band here in St. Louis called The Urge, and when he's not being a rock star, as rock stars are prone to do, they set up other businesses, and he is the proprietor of Steve's Hot Dogs. And unfortunately, Steve's Hot Dogs was vandalized not once but multiple times by the same person who just decided they didn't need any front windows. Smashed them one day and then came back, and that wasn't enough. Let me smash the other one. So Steve, hopefully they have good insurance. They have good hot dogs.
What a wiener.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Chris, I see what you did there. This.
I had some Fremer lasagna. I'm feeling a little funny,
Wow. I guess that lasagna does like improve the sense of humor a little bit.
Did it have artist intent?
Ooh,
let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Tell us in the comments below. Appreciate it. All right. I think we've hit just about everybody. Just making sure we have full correspondence. Yeah, listen, VMG vinyl, not a big deal. Happens all the time. I've been called worse by worse.
VMG should have just said sorry, Chase. Just
just stick to it. Yeah, be consistent.
reverse, double down. Forget it.
Welcome, Paul McClellan. Hello, welcome back. Good to see you. Oh, Paul, I hit your thing, and then there you went. There he is. Oh, Lavella's here. Hey, I saw you on the Mazzy program Tuesday. I tuned in for a second. So good to see you there, my friend. Record keeper, 33 RPM. Hello. Unbelievable. Stunt rock confusion. Chris, your daughter just texted me that she wants emancipation. I don't know if that's true. Is that fake news? I hope not, because
what the?
My daughter is texting Stunty how horrible Wemby was last night. So I guess they've been exchanging messages.
Ooh, yeah. Listen, I mean, it'd be one thing if you went hard at Evan Fournier or Frederick Weiss. I mean, some of the French elite basketball players, but Wembanyama, he's still young. I mean, you gotta let him get some armpit hair before he start really trying to tear the guy down. But I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to change the view now. It's bigger. I'm trying to get a better view here. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. That way, when I show the things, I'm not totally blocking you guys off. So, plus you can see the big crawfish boil, which we'll get into, is a big success out in the warehouse. So we're going to talk more about this.
Where is that? Are you getting ready for the Vinyl Summit? Is that
there are stories out there. And
look at Arnaldo. He was not ready for that.
You didn't bring the bibs. You didn't bring the bibs for the crawfish boil.
Are the Marleys on the show? Oh no.
Jeez.
I wasn't on that stream. We'll talk about it later, right?
Yes, it is a show topic. If you looked at the show notes, one of the topics will be our love and admiration for the Vinyl Summit, or maybe not. We'll still see. We're going to set the record straight regardless. But listen, we've been stalling long enough. I know some people think that we just do this to wear everybody out. We're just trying to say hello. Welcome our venerable. Oak speaks for so many. He says, good God, what is that? Well, what it isn't is Surface Noise. This is Surface Noise, the show of record, talking records. Welcome back. It's been a minute. Concert Buddy here, you there. Thank you for joining us, be it live and in person on the YouTube live stream or on the podcast proper. We welcome you. And it's good to be back. The boys are back in town. I didn't feel like going to that cliche song when it came to, I think it's that Thin Lizzy. I think just didn't feel like, but it fits. It fits. So maybe I should have just leaned into my olds there. But you see some familiar faces. We got run the shows about the same, current events, couple topics. So settle in, get a piece of hearty meat lasagna, Fremer style, and you're going to learn something. But first, he hasn't been here in 3 weeks, so he's got the most cobwebs in his game, and we're gonna shake him up right. It is Arnaldo. The channel for the uninformed is Fidelios_frequency. Arnaldo, welcome back.
I thought I was like every third for the last 2 Thursdays. I didn't know what to do. I was like, now I got all this time. What am I doing? And it
felt good, didn't it? It felt pretty good.
I was like, oh, I guess I could watch some TV or catch up on some movies. So yeah, it's good to be back. Sorry I missed the last on air, but not so sorry because I think there was some backlash on the last stream that I did not participate in.
Arnaldo, it's the funniest thing. We thought we had a very we did the 3-man weave and we thought we were effective, and next thing you know, there's some rumbling at the Austin Record Show, which we'll get into. So stick around. Joining him is his tag team partner. He had to do the solo representing the Empire State last time, but this time they are greased up and they are ready for the straps, the championship belts.
Go
That's
Knicks.
right, Arnaldo. That's right, Arnaldo.
Go Knicks. It is.
I got the orange and the blue already back here.
That's what I'm talking about, Arnaldo.
Well, Groove Seeker Chris, is it fair to say that Eddie Curry was not your favorite Nick? I'm just guessing.
He was not my favorite Nick. Not as a player, but a pretty cool guy.
Okay, good guy. Well, listen, we can all be redeemed. So Eddie Curry, number 52, if I'm not mistaken, but number 1 in the hearts of his family and his accountant. So Chris, welcome back to the program.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for having me.
And then my compadre in the Austin Record Show scene, wasn't doing so much buying, but we'll get into that, is the illustrious Jason Rojas. Jason, welcome back, sir.
Thanks for having me back on, Concert Buddy.
How do you feel? Do you feel rejuvenated that you that another record show has come and gone, and you probably sold more this time than you purchased?
It was like a different high. That's what I would have to say. Different. Like I was more focused to sell. I watched Joel Static ATX like go shopping, like leaving his table abandoned, So I said it here. I wondered if this thing, which I did not bring to the Austin record show, this is the DSS Pet Sounds. I wonder if it truly had artist intent. Turns out it did not. Right.
Jay Hastings 73 says 3 weeks. I thought maybe you would ban me. No, that's only for assholes. We welcome people. Listen. We're the marketplace of ideas. We're okay with different opinions, but we don't like assholes. And there's other places for that. They call it assholery is the official term. So welcome back. Ramon is here. Hey, French Vinyl Addict. This is truly one of the nice guys out in the community. He is a really good dude. So good to see him here. Well, we're back. We're bongless. I don't know where Jose is. Bianco is on assignment. I think he's at Red Rocks watching a Pink Floyd cover band or something. So I hope he has a good time. I think his buddy Brad is with him. They did a video. Check it out on David's channel. Picked up some big heaters. And I believe Angelo's tapes and CDs, or CDs and vinyl, or something like that. Angelo's. But the Bong Man, I don't know. I sent out the Concert Buddy signal right before the show, and maybe he appears. Maybe he's like Don Johnson. She's like the wind. Wasn't that Don Johnson, or was that Patrick Swayze? Tell us in the comments below.
Swayze,
I think.
He's like the wind. Okay. Well, I usually get my heartthrobs mixed up, but it's a party when the Rev is here. Bing bong. Nixon 6. Wow.
Whoa. What?
Wow. Listen, if the Rev and Danhausen, the wrestler, have made this proclamation, if they've cursed the other team, unbelievable.
If Rev is wrong, it's definitely not artist intent, right?
Well, man, it depends on which artist. So it depends on which artist. Maybe it's not the artist that's on the record. It could be the artist down the hall that was their intent. It was their intent. All right, let's get into everyone. One of the greatest compliments we get on our program is the current events video. So let's just get into it.
I've got news for you.
Got news for you. So much news for you. I do have to say with breaking news, and I do want to credit our friend Stunty. He was here. I watched a video before we began the show proper. Apparently, have you guys heard this? Discogs is now allowing you to take direct photos of the record you're selling and apply them to your listing. I don't know if it's fake news, because Stunty's a funny guy. But Stunty, Stunty made a video.
That
I haven't been able to strong test this.
That would require an investment in the coding of the revamp of their site, probably hiring someone that knew what they were doing, and actually spend some money and invest in the application. So I highly doubt it.
Capital expenditure, I believe. CapEx is what they call it. But I don't know. I saw it. I was captivated, because this is one of those things it's like Christmas in July, except it's June. That if this is true, and Stunty, I have no reason to doubt you. You are a journalist yourself. I would have a hard time thinking you would be reporting anything other than the truth. So tell us more in the comments. This is a big development. Discogs is now allowing pictures with direct auction listing ties. So the record you are trying to buy will have just like eBay, just like these other whatnot. You're actually seeing what you're buying. If true, big development. If true,
well, it seems like it's true, because the site is down. It says their servers have crashed. We're looking at it.
Really?
Proof positive. Proof positive.
Jeez.
Proof positive. Yes, Chuck T is right. There's no doubt. When anything good happens, you can only thank one person. Fremer made it happen. That's right.
Geez,
Fremer made it happen. The sun came up. Fremer made it happen. My toilet didn't clog itself again. Fremer made it happen.
Jeez.
Beautiful times. My taxes came back in time. Fremer made it happen. So, Alan, this may be true. Discogs is rolling in dough with those increased fees. True. Well, here's my fear, boys. if this is true and this is a new development on the Discogs site, I think you can be assured that the fees will go up yet again to be able to cover such a rapid development. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So this is a good thing. Is everyone united that this is a good thing, or do we think that this is a bad thing? Arnaldo, what do you think?
I think it's a good thing. This way I don't have to provide my email every time I want to see pictures from someone, and vice versa.
and you got to be funny about it, right? You can't like use certain email. You have to be really weird. It's long overdue. Now, I believe Tom says it was announced by Discogs staff in their forums. It's a pinned post in the marketplace forum. Excellent. Thank you, Tom. Well, it seems pretty legitimate to me, but more to come.
There are some users that get creative and put links to their Dropbox, where not a Dropbox, but a URL to a site where they can look at the pictures of whatever items they're listing, just to avoid exchange of emails, I guess.
True story. Also in the current events, before we went to air, I got that, Platinum Records, friends of the show, they always send those emails on Thursdays, new releases. We've got some used vinyl coming to site. I thought this was an interesting one. I'm adding it to the conversation. The Pixies have a couple of reissues from their catalog, and you guys can probably help me out on this as I try to improve the visuals here. So 2 albums, Trompe Le Monde and Bossa Nova, but it looks like they're throwing in a ton of extras. You're getting 7 inches, you're getting some CDs, and only $35. How are they keeping this under $40 or $50? Interesting. But the street date's 9/11, so you're gonna have to wait. Jason, what do you think about this?
I hope they put that shrink wrap tight in that thing, and then that 45 starts wiggling loose. Right. Wiggle loose. Get that seam split, from all directions. That's mine.
Or get the album warped.
That's right.
100% warped. That's why it's $35. Comes warped.
If you scroll down, like what I'm glad about this is like Oxblood, right? Vinyl.
Ooh,
sky blue vinyl, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been bad if they were just like, hey, here's Trompe Le Monde and it's on yellow vinyl. What? Just absurd, Just
I can appreciate that. Now, apparently, this is what they're calling the Dinked edition, Dinked International editions, and I see that
the corners already come dinged.
Ding, no, dinged,
no.
Dinged, not dinged, dinged. Yes, Alex Beard Vinyl says Seasick out of Alabama is also dinked. So I don't know. Is this a special? I would think if indie stores have access to it, then I would think more stores would get on board.
I just want to say these things are coming out because of Fremer, somehow.
Obviously. Oh, again, guys, I don't know if you missed it, but again, show sponsor at your local frozen fruit section.
Is that gizzard blood colored vinyl? Is that what that
description? Rich meat sauce. Rich with what?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. It's oxblood. I think. See, we're connecting everything together. It's oxblood meat in the lasagna. It's unbelievable.
Is this only in colored for the dinked version? Is it going to come out just in?
Great question. I would assume if there's money on the table, they'll probably put out other. If you're already making some of these reissues, I would assume there'd be more. But at the time we went to press, Chris, I don't know. I just don't know.
So I read that on the 45, there are things that have never been released.
Ah, great. So extra content. I like that. Okay.
At least I only read the description for Bossa Nova.
Okay.
But it's still not enticing for me to buy it again. I have the album.
You already have one. Okay.
Pass.
Any source? Any source listed?
It does say transfers. If you scroll down, it says meticulously mixes as well as high-res masters of the band's catalog. So I'm guessing that they're from transfers.
It says Dolby Atmos. Wait, what does that say? Scroll back up a little.
No, the guy, the mastering engineer did also the Dolby Atmos.
as well as high-res masters of the band's catalog.
Understood.
Well, hey, for Pixies fans, go get some. And if you already have like Ronaldo, you already have the record. Maybe you don't need it again. I don't know.
A few weeks
All right,
ago, I don't think we were on air. They did announce the double B-sides collection that's coming out, one with a fish on it. That I did pre-order.
Nice. That's good. All right. Well,
how much is a CD of that B-sides, Jason?
Starting at $5.
Will we get a shootout? Will we get a shootout?
No.
Oh, shootout. Oh, disappointing. Come on. This is Mr. Shootout. Like literally, like at his table at Austin, he was talking about some new shootouts haven't even aired. That's like insider stuff. So I know
it's Yosemite Sam. That's the Yosemite
Sam. I was at the
upfronts
upfronts for the network. Like coming soon this season. On the
I just want to say, when I was selling a second pressing of Ahmad Jamal's Awakenings, when I had to explain that's a second press, people were just like, wah, wah, like what? And I had to tell them it's actually sounds the same as the first press. And they didn't want to hear that. They just did not. I was like, wow. Man,
deniers.
I was like, do I need to make this video? Oh my gosh, this is.
Did you sell it, or you still have it?
No, I didn't sell it. There was a guy who tried to lowball me with that one, the James Mason record, and another rare record. And he gave me this really lowball offer. And I was like, I wanted to say, do you live in fantasy land? Where are you coming from? With this lowball offer, I don't get it,
Well, here's the good news. Sean, the Vinyl Dreamscape series says, OMG, have they run out of ZZ Top albums to reissue? Oh, hey, don't poke the bear, Sean, because those could be coming around the corner. You just never know.
You never know, Sean. There may be another UHQR that'll come before the Marleys.
No, listen, we don't want to do any shit talking, Jason. That's for later in the
show. Wow, dude. Wow.
You really know how to rub it in.
I thought we were all friends here.
You really know how to rub it in.
You buy one expensive jazz record and then you change, man.
He did change. Sonny Clark, thank you very much. Also in the news, guys, friends of the show, Rhino. I'm sure in the absence of Surface Noise, everyone ran over to listen to my interview with Richard Foos, the founder of Rhino Records and the store and Shout Factory and all that stuff. It's out there. Check it out. Check your local listings. But the label that he birthed and still exists in his stead is doing something called the Spirit of 76. Spirit of 76, where, wait for it, they're releasing 23 issues from 1976 to tie into the centennial, 50th anniversary coming up. Well, 250th for America, but 50 years, etc. And we've got some whoppers, guys. I don't want to read them all because it's just like reading a book report. But Rod Stewart, A Night on the Town, a champion of the $2 bins anywhere. We've got Todd Rundgren, Faithful. Linda Ronstadt, Hasten Down the Wind. Kingfish, self-titled. War Greatest Hits. No one's ever done this before. War Greatest Hits. We got some Ramones, Live at the Roxy. John Prine. Prine, the best of John Prine. So we got a lot of comps. We got Grateful Dead, Steal Your Face, great name of an album, and it's multicolored vinyl. So Gordon Lightfoot, you can't find a Gordon Lightfoot record. Summertime Dream coming at you, all for the Spirit of 76. And Sean, you ask, you receive worldwide Texas tour courtesy of ZZ Top. So, guys,
I just bought a near mint Year of the Cat for $2. Now it's a good sounding record. Don't get me wrong.
Sure. I'm not dogging on the record, but yeah,
yeah. Why didn't they do 76 titles for 76?
Oh, that's very ambitious. I think Rhino learned from the Atlantic 75 initiative that when something is called 75 and then you come out with only 71 or 72 titles, it opens up a lot of rumor mill for the last 3 to 4 that it's almost impossible to deliver on, So crawl before you walk. Is that the expression?
Imagine if the Marley UHQRs come with Atlantic 75 labels on them. That could be that could bring it together.
What would happen if your Marley UHQRs came with some stickers? Would that be an incentive, Arnaldo? Would you feel better?
Poor Arnaldo. Like I can't believe you guys are picking on Arnaldo. Arnaldo just wants to listen to his Marley UHQRs, guys.
I'm in the boat. I'm in the boat too, man.
The good news is Richard's Vinyl Tap House speaks for so many when he says we're overdue for a Rumors reissue. Richard, ain't that the truth?
Right.
But can I hold your beer while we do Fleetwood Mac's self-titled, the 53 1/3 anniversary edition? It's coming. Get ready, because that's when everyone.
Is there no Mac album in '76?
No, it's 77.
Yes, Rumors is 77. Self-titled 75. Yeah, or 74. I forget 75.
Be ready.
But anyway, so guys, it sounds like there's not a lot of enthusiasm for the Spirit of 76 series.
Well, I mean, most of these are like, records that you can easily buy for under $5. Like, we're hoping. Like, Run with the Pack. Like, man.
Jason, I disagree, because where else can you get the Jay Giles Band live, Blow Your Face Out, and Grateful Dead, Steal Your Face in the same series?
And the Faces, Snakes and Ladders.
Oh my God. And face. Oh, this is like brilliant, guys.
Time for you to face the music.
Time to face the music. You're
right. I really don't know what's going on. Like, how can you?
There you go, Jason. That's what we call positive reinforcement. French Vinyl Addict says, well said, Jason. Well said.
It's just tough. Can you scroll down one more? Like that. That Gordon Lightfoot, and the Commander Cody.
The Bootsy will be cool.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I mean, Year of the Cat, like
Al Stewart in the hizzy.
And a Rhino reserve of it. The Blow Your Face Out is a good live album. Is it easy to get?
I don't see it that often anymore.
I was gonna say that's the one that didn't stick out from like I usually see it. Same thing with this Ramones live at the Roxy. I don't know if that's ever been released before, but there's a couple. I mean, 23, you would hope there'd be a couple things that may tickle the ivories, but
is that Year of the Cat a Rhino Reserve?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Because they didn't put the little sticker there.
Oh no, Arnaldo.
Oh, it says it at the bottom. Okay, got it.
That's a fantastic sounding record. So, but I don't know.
It is. It's a good record.
The OGs are so good.
Ooh, the Rev, are you marketing? This is the quote. You already have the OG series. Rev, if you're not into marketing, may I challenge you with a career change, because that's brilliant.
Brilliant. Jeez, Rev.
Rev on fire. I'm so glad to see the Rev, my guy. Oh, Fluffy wants to know, did I miss MoFi talk? Yeah, it's a new thing we're doing, Fluff, man. We're doing MoFi at the beginning of the show now, because everyone is just on the edge of their seat to see what MoFi is going to release. So sorry to say. Yeah, the Linda was dollar bent all the time. I think that's not wrong. That's not wrong.
It's a tough sell. Like, I don't.
It's a tough sell. Listen, hey, I give them credit for trying something. We're probably not the customers, but anytime you can pay, let's see, if it's a $3 record and you're paying $30, help me with the math, Arnaldo. Is it a 10-time multiplier? When you can pay 10 times as much out of the bins as brand new, you got to do it, right?
Maybe they should source part of their production from the dollar bids. They'd probably save money, because it costs them $4.50 probably, or maybe close to $5, depending, to make that record. So it's probably cheaper for them to just source them from the dollar bin.
Don't give them any ideas. Don't give them any
what are you
ideas.
doing?
Guess what? And then they'll come up with the series, the vintage series, right? Where they're selling you.
Too soon.
Yeah, that falls in
like
line with the Rhino Reserve
kind of thing, like hot stand, the pristine first presses that we fished out from the dollar bin that are going to be marketed as the vintage series.
The vintage series, or the collector's choice. I mean, we can go to other industries and just use some of their jargon. Yeah, the collector copies.
Well,
something
like Levi's, right? That whole thing about the worn jeans,
Yes,
that had
distressed
like
beans.
like the worn ones, the ones with rips or defects. Those are rejects from the plant, and they decided to just make a line out of it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Like, mutilate them a little bit more. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just use the ones that came out defective.
Yeah, I guess there's a parallel there. Like a lot of labels are reissuing rejected records that don't need to be in print, and
So
we
bad.
cracked the code, boys. We cracked the code.
Man.
It's going to be hard to spin it. I don't know. Like Groove Seeker, that's going to be tough. Like you're going to say that you can't find this record clean, right? That's going to be one of them, right?
Right.
They're going to try to spin it. It's going to be...
Half of those records you can find unplayed, let alone clean.
No. Really?
Bullshit.
No
That's
way.
heresy. That's heresy. See? The only played once series. Boom.
There we go.
Woo. You know what we're gonna do? Listen, I know you thought I banned you before, my friend, but no, that we're making you. That's a card carrying comment. We're gonna make you a moderator. It's the least we can do. That's what we call bringing the goods, sir. Well done. All right. Well, this is a good one. Rhino's Diaper Series releases a rare LP is pretty good, Eddie. I like it. Pretty good. Distressed vinyl. There we go. See, we're doing the work for them. We're doing the work for them, boys. We're doing the work for them. Yeah, Mark is right. These are all in the quote nice price bin back in the day with that sticker. Nice price. I think you're right.
Or Super Savers.
Super Savers. Yeah, which is
what about tapes we thought we wished were lost in the fire series?
No.
Oh,
No.
Man.
That's terrible.
Chris.
Terrible.
Yikes.
Terrible. How could you do that, Chris? How could you do that? Wow. All right. Well, a couple more quick hitters for the current events. One that I think it just came out Friday. We were kind of talking about it before we started, but it is the new Paul McCartney album. We're not going to spend a ton of time on this, but I did want to talk about this briefly because we're at the Austin Record Fair, which we're going to talk about in a second. And this album coming out, I think it came out Friday. There was listening parties. Arnaldo went to a couple of them, but we were tipped off that apparently the listening session version, at least the silver one, was a great opportunity to make a great what we call ROI, return on investment. Also heard some chatter, and again, credit to Dr. Johnny Fever on this one. Also heard that this one apparently sounds better than some of the old other colors. Don't know if that's true. We haven't had an opportunity to take it to our laboratories and test that, but as you can see here on Discogs, it looks like somebody's trying to get $80 for a $39 record. Jason has one. Jason, is that a Rojas Flex you're doing right there? Can you show the people at home? This is the silver version of the Boys of Dungeon Lane. Have you listened to it? Is probably the most important question.
Well, I did play it while playing Dungeons and Dragons. We were definitely the real boys of the dungeon.
Uh-huh.
I heard no... I mean, it sounded better than the streaming. That's not really saying much. I don't know. Like, Arnaldo and I argued this in the group chat. I'd listened to this 3 times, and I felt tortured. Did Gozer present himself? Gozer from Ghostbusters. Did Gozer present himself? Right. I was a bit perplexed by this whole album. Very perplexed, you know? I mean, even the new Morrissey record is better than this record.
Oh, no. That is... Wow. Wow.
Damn.
That's tough. I mean, that's a tough one. I got to be honest. Wow. Well, hang on. I got to redo this. So let's put that back up there because I'm curious, again, on Discogs, which, you know, is the granddaddy of everything in the vinyl community. Let's look at the sold. So one sold on the 4th, which is today, as we're airing this, for $82.99. I mean, oof. This is incredible. $109. It looks like $80. They were just pumping them out left and right. $85. A couple that are closer to MSRP, $46.99, $55, $151. Now, I did fail to mention, if you went to the listening party, you got some wonderful tchotchke stuff. In terms of show and tell, you got a wonderful, dare I say, faux canvas bag. I'll make myself big here real quick. Dare I say, here. Oh, nope, not what I wanted to do. That was working out so well until I did that. Let's see. Can I make myself big? No, I can't. All right. Well, Solo layout. Now we got it. So the listening party had the Boys of Dungeon Lane, and you got postcards. Big win. Postcards, because nothing compliments a new vinyl record more than postcards. So Beatles people are probably loving this. Chris, do you think that this was an opportunity for flipping, or do you think this is an opportunity for tripping? What do you say?
I don't know. I didn't buy it, but I guess flipping based upon the disc.
You didn't buy it, Chris. You call yourself a music fan? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Or if you got
again,
extra lucky,
just for everybody who's watching, just here you go. Just heads up, you know.
Oh no, the real Boys of Dungeon Lane. There they are. D&D in there.
Serious.
Wow.
Jason, what made you sleepier? The new McCartney album or Fremmer's Lasagna?
I think the parrot, the fake parrot on the guy's shoulder right there. Ay. All right.
Incredible. I mean, where else can you get D&D talk? Where else can you get lasagna talk? I mean, this is truly the show. This is the people show. I'm just going to say.
So you went. Did you go to the listening session?
No. Here's what happened.
After they had leftovers.
After Dr. Johnny Fever said, guys, you're not going to believe what suckers, I mean, customers are out there for flipping this record. And he told us the information. He said Waterloo still had a copy or two. I'm literally on my way out of town. I've got an airplane to catch Sunday day. And I completely forgot about it, to be frank. But I was heading in the direction of Waterloo. And as I drove past Waterloo, I'm like, oh, snap. Flipping opportunity. Even put that siren on top of the rental car, so it looked like I was official, so I could pull a jack move in the middle of the road. And I got the last silver copy of this. They had the pink, they had the black. I had to search.
Wait, you went there on Sunday?
Sunday at, let's call it 12:30. Yes.
So after we left, right?
Yes. After we,
you didn't get the last copy. You did not.
Ooh, wow! Did they pull
Rojas on a flip opportunity?
I got Rojas on a flipping opportunity. Son of a gun!
What is going on, man?
They lied because I called that Sunday, like later after the show had ended. Are you ready? And I was like, "Hey, do you got that?" I was like, "Hey, man, you got that iPhone charger? I mean, that McCartney Silver, And they were like, hold up, there's like a long pause. I was like, well, they don't got it, it was too late, but then they came back like, yeah, we got it. I was like, sure, I'll be there right away.
They must not have had them on the floor, because I tell you, I went through 3 different stacks of this situation. I went to the Beatles area, I went to their wall they had when you walk in, and then I went to another area. It looked like another kind of end cap situation, and I only found one. So I did it the old-fashioned way, Chris. I wasn't a VC elitist like Rojas and had my people call in to the store to make sure it was worth my time.
Yeah, when you call, do you let them know who you are, Jason?
That's right.
They know.
I told them I was Fremmer, right? You know who I am.
So if you were extra lucky at the listening session, you also got that. You're flexing. Allow me to flex.
Arnaldo, for our visually impaired patrons, what are you pointing at there in your?
I'm pointing at the limited canvas, only one per store. That was a wrap.
Only one per store.
Only 200 of these are around.
Should we crack it up open? Just have a few laughs real quick.
Nah.
Are you sure?
It also comes with the hanging hardware in the back.
This guy. Arnaldo, that was a nice try. You almost outfoxed the fox, but Jason is the biggest Maca fan we have on the panel right now, I guess, because it looks like you got that one, huh? You got that one.
I'm just kidding.
That's the booklet.
That's the booklet. If I frame this, right?
That's the booklet.
That's the booklet. Okay, you had me for a second. I was like,
wait a minute, right. Like if I bootleg this, right, that would be heavy. That'd be super
strong.
heavy.
That'd be strong.
Heavy, man.
All right. Well, as we're wrapping up current events, guys, it's been a long segment, but we've been gone for a couple weeks. Do we even dare touch this pet sounds thing? Because it's old news. Two, I think everybody and their grandmother has talked about this on their channels or in live streams, but do we have anything to say that hasn't been said about the DSS Pet Sounds? Was it the 74 tape? Was it the 75? Was it Artist Intent? I mean, it's literally, you could play Vinyl Community Bingo with all the catchphrases thrown out with this situation. Arnaldo, I know with our time off, did you invest some of that time watching?
I did. Beach Man, I think is it Beach
Boy Man? Beach Boy Man. Put respect on Beach Boy Man's name.
He delivered the receipts. It's like, talk about an essay, like almost a PhD on the whole thing. And he did not accuse anyone. He was just stating the facts. Words that had been said by the marketing people and words that had been said by people involved that were close to curating the Beach Boys catalog. So just, the proof is there. Then there's a whole bunch of, but I really didn't mean to say that is exactly not really what we meant to say. And I'm like, you can't cover it up. It's kind of like, you're
walking it back.
Yeah, but it's
is Beach Boy Man a seasoned audiophile?
Oh, doubtful.
And guess
get
what?
out of here.
And guess what? That's how petty certain people in the audiophile community are. That since they got beat and they got shown the receipts, right? They have to rehash something from 4 years ago where they're saying, but I was the first one. I was the first one. And I'm like, really? It's like, that's so 4 years ago.
Well, Arnold, I don't want to spend a ton of time because we have several of our most important contributors in the gallery are literally throwing up in their mouths. Please, for the love of God, no. Please, no. I'm seeing a lot of peace. Breakfast King of Loyola, hate chase. Talk about the fall. I mean, it's just getting tough. It's getting tough out there, guys. These streets. Yeah, Kendall, please no. So,
well, hold up. Let's bring it back. Like, which one of you bought the DSS? I mean, I did, right? Okay. You did. Okay. 3 out of 4.
75%,
you bought it, right?
Hell no.
Oh, you didn't buy it?
Oh, no, man. No, I'm out on Pet Sounds. I got my copy that I haven't listened to in 6 years. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, did you listen to it yet?
I did, and to be frank, I asked myself, was this really worth $100? Maybe not to me, but I think it may be to the next person who owns my copy, if you catch my drift. So we'll see. Read between the lines.
What about you, Arnaldo? Did you listen to it?
Oh yeah, I listened to it. I enjoyed it. It's.
Oak wants to know, what record is this again? It's by this up and coming group of olds called the Beach Boys. How come they never changed to the Beach Men? Like at least New Kids on the Block changed their name to NKOTB because they weren't kids anymore.
Right, just like the Beastie Boys of their day, right?
It's true. Oh yes, Al says RSD Black Friday. This is probably true. Probably Pet Sounds coming back at you for RSD Black Friday. I think that's probably fair. All right. Well, I think we have
wait, hold up. Like I considered making a third video just to
a third video. This guy, wow!
Just to like put it on Fremer, just one more over the top because he didn't compare the CD. Like I would just do that, like take it to that level.
Will you tag him in the video though?
Of course. Why not?
Of course.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Jason.
We want him to come to my comments on that video and just like go attack mode like Contra. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Up, down. Left, right.
Honestly.
Contra code time. Yeah. I think it's fair.
Jeez.
I mean,
anytime you should eat a plate of lasagna while you do it.
Yeah, anytime you eat some lasagna and comment 48 times on one video because you're really upset. I mean, what do you know? What do I know? All right. Well, guys, current events. We're making up for lost time. I think we hit them all. But That's not the only reason we're here. And I know this only really affects 50% of the panel in this case, but we would be doing our due diligence as a show of record talking records if we didn't talk a little bit about the Austin Record Convention that took place this weekend on Mr. Rojas's home turf. We'll probably show some things later. We're not going to do it in this segment, so that gets you to stick around. But Jason, as somebody who was selling at this extravaganza, what was your overall impression? I know you did. You can probably talk about it for a second. You actually bought something. We were worried about you. We were going to send in the authorities and the medics to check your temperature because a welfare check wasn't needed. You were just straight selling for the whole time I was there. But what did you think?
It was interesting. So I want to tell the panel in the chat that I had sold records at a record show since WFMU in 2015. So to do it, 10 years later, and I wanted it to be right and perfect. I wanted to price everything, but I wasn't really ready. So shout out to my friends Jeremy and Greg for talking me into coming on that early bird Friday, even though I wasn't ready, and just, trying to sell stuff. And I did, so I was more proactive. My mission was to sell records, not to shop. So it was a different feel.
And was it a successful endeavor? And I ask you because you did move. When you did arrive, what we call fashionably late.
Of course.
And when you arrived, the magnet, the word got around real quick that Rojas was selling because there was I wouldn't say an avalanche, but there was a steady stream of people who came and visited, and a lot of jaws dropping, a lot of people saying, "Wow, never see that record." Did it make you feel good, or did you feel like a pusher, like a drug pusher, just giving these vinyl junkies the hit they needed?
More of the latter, definitely. The latter.
Vinyl pusher. Okay, vinyl pusher. New channel name, vinyl pusher. But there were some records I've never seen. I mean, what were some of the ones that really were the talking pieces that you were, I guess, proud to unload or proud to share with others?
I did sell that rare 1976 Turkish psychedelic record by Selda, which is it's pretty rare. I think it's going for over 1,000 if you have an ear mint. Woo! So as much as that new Maca Boys of the Dungeon canvas that Arnaldo has, that kind of price. But I just wanted to see, what I'm saying, like, I'm not really following the trends. I see what people try to sell online, whether it's like hype stickers from Led Zeppelin albums. Yeah, whatever. But I wanted to bring a couple rare things. Of course, like the Ahmad Jamal, the James Mason, the Silver Apples. I even brought my signed Taylor Swift record, which no one would touch, No one wanted that. There was one guy who tried to get that one. Arnaldo, this is a great story. Some guy tried to make a lowball offer on the signed Taylor Swift, the Taylor Swift Folklore Sessions, and another pop record. And I just wanted to look at him because he looked like Andrew W.K. And I was like, Andrew W.K., you want these records for the price of your records? Nah, bro. No. See you later. So
the big question is, did you bring the turquoise?
No. I actually forgot that. That was the thing.
I just forgot a turquoise at home.
I mean, the thing was like, so I had like more records.
Is it in the pile of to sell?
It was like in the pile, like to be thought about. Like
we call that the contemplation pile, Arnaldo.
Yes.
It's the pile in the middle. There's like the no ways, the contemplation pile, and the absolutely can't wait to get rid of these.
I'm sure there's a new record store online, I guess also a brick and mortar, is ready to scoop up your copy because he seemed really enthralled by all these turquoise.
I mean, it just seemed like very interesting that people were like gravitating towards like my friends' tables. That's where I was at, right? So
Jason, I got to interrupt. I'm sorry. Did you put Record Keeper 33 RPM speaks for so many? It says, did you put from the Rojas collection stickers on your records?
We put them on the plastic, not on the record. And we Record Keeper, I wanted to make sure that these stickers that I used here were removable. Okay,
Yeah, this
So
ain't
that's
amateur hour. This ain't amateur hour, guys.
Chase is good.
Yeah, but the stickers raise the value.
You know, if I put my face on it, right? But I had a good time selling. I mean, that was the thing. Like, I was focused on selling records, and I was pretty good. Like, I think you have to bring a mix of like expensive stuff and the cheapo stuff, which was like, which I had like 2 plastic crates of the cheapo stuff, and I started them at $3, and they got depleted, And I felt bad that I didn't go back to my store space to get more. Like, people wanted those, They were like saying to me, like, you have a good thing going, like cheap stuff and this expensive stuff, like this mix, I was
Bees
like, why wouldn't you?
Bees to honey. Literally, anytime I've ever sold at my local shows, the cheap stuff is always just like, you can't replant it fast enough. And the other stuff, which you thought people would be looking for, they look at it, but then they're like, I'm going to get your. I mean, you're going $3 a piece, right? Wasn't that your cheap?
In the beginning, yeah. $3.
In the beginning, yeah.
I mean, one record that cracked me up that everyone pulled out and laughed and then put it back was Live Throwing Copper. They were just like, what the hell? And then put it back. They were just...
You never see it at the show. I mean, but yes, Arnaldo.
For $3?
No.
Oh, my bad.
I kept on saying the difference between that record and its CD counterpart. People did not want to hear that story. They were just like, no.
Jason changed a lot of minds and broke a lot of hearts all at the same time.
That's right.
It was true. Yeah.
I had a good time. Like, I will do it again in, I guess, with the next one's in October.
So you're going to be selling again. So there's hope. There was a guy, Arnaldo, just to make you feel better, there was a turquoise there. The seller had it, and I wouldn't say encapsulation, but they had it in heavy plastic, and they had it on one of those kind of faux walls for the low price of $5,000. And they had a very they had, but Arnaldo, they had a very descriptive card in front of it, so you could. It was like in case you didn't know, or if you wanted to know all the secret stuff.
You don't really need. It's like, as long as you see the turquoise lettering, you know what you're looking at.
Well, $5,000, and it could have been yours. I almost sent you a picture. I was almost going to be like, "Do you need?" I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because Al Pacino. Believe this or not, Al Pacino himself is joining the dais almost after the first hour is almost over, but it's the one and only Al Pacino. Al, welcome to Surface Noise. How are you doing, Al?
Hey.
Did you just wake up? Yeah.
No, I keep.
Did the time zone change where you are? Are you on like a different time zone?
I don't know. It normally is at 8 p.m. my time.
Mr. Pacino, I expected you to come on the screen and go, hoo-ah! I expected something from like Scent of a Woman or Dog Day Afternoon.
No. It would be.
But listen, I have to invite you.
I'm Al Pacino from Dunkachino.
Dunkachino. Dunkachino. Everyone's favorite song. Well, Mr. Pacino, welcome to Surface Noise. As you can see, we've already had the crawfish boil. So please don't slip on any of the shells or corn cobs or bibs. So
for Al Pacino, I sold my second copy of the Zelda record. This thing was hot. Like, people were, coming up to that wall in disbelief. Like, that was the,
I will say I had a funny because
jaws were dropped.
Yes, definitely.
He's actually true there. But Jason said to me, he's like, there will not be another copy of this record here. And I believed him until I walked over to his friend's bin and flipped through, and there was that same record in the bin. Reissue. But it's what we call a funny. We had a laugh. It was some vinyl hijinks for sure. But
are you going to tell your story, like the record you wanted? You going to tell that story?
Oh, sure. I'll tell the story. I will show this one because Jason was a good pal and hooked it up. So when we walked in, I was flanked by, you heard him talk earlier, Rich, the DG Mono, jazz enthusiast. He came down, and this was his first time at the Austin Record Show. And so we've been trading texts, and, we were at WFMU together at dinner, but we're opposite sides. So anyway, just like a good opportunity to get to know, break bread, as they say. So we walked in together, and I I've been here a few times. So I was like, hey, I know you're a jazz guy. Let me take you to the Slow guys. Those are the guys from Albuquerque. And they put it on their social media. They've got a lot of heat. They got a lot of jazz heat. And they're usually in the same spot in the venue. You walk in, and I took them right there, but yet there wasn't any signage. It was almost like I had made an incredible mistake. But I didn't, because happened to be later that turned out that was them. They just weren't set up. But a vendor who was set up in that space had a record that's one of my, I'll call it my big hits that I'm trying to get this year for 2026. I didn't do a video. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at that. But it's a record by Jim Sullivan, who is a guy who is a UFO. That's right. A singer-songwriter. He disappeared. I mean, Google it. I'm not going to bore people, but the long and the short of it is this is like his first record. There was a private press that was the true first, but like nobody has that. Like Alex Rodriguez has it. He sleeps with it. He made a video under it. Like they're out there, but I've never seen one. But so this is like the one I felt was attainable. So this dealer has one up on his wall of wow. He also has the Runnin' Wild record from the Emerson Boys and that sort of thing. And of course, I asked, like, first thing, how much you want for the Jim Sullivan? Al Pacino, what do you think they're asking for this Jim Sullivan record? Channel your vinyl discogs.
$723.
Holy shit, you're really good. $800. They wanted $800.
I was gonna say 800, but I wanted a weird number.
You should have done a Price is Right.
Ooh,
kind of thing.
Interactive. Right? Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
One of us could have said.
Yeah. Al Pacino coming in hot. So
it's a good record. All his records are really good.
Yeah, it's good. Is it $800 good? Probably not. So,
but it was not the private press.
No. And I'll just spoil it. I did get it, which I'll get into. But yes, it's this one which has his face on the cover. But so needless to say, $800. I wasn't feeling that. So later, when Jason arrived fashionably late, I was over there just kind of breezing and talking as he's setting up these, wall of wow.
He never skips breakfast, right?
That's yeah. Most important meal of the day.
He never skips breakfast.
Most important meal of the day. And he's a big fan of the Waffle House. He won't admit it, but he is a big fan of the Waffle House. But I was telling him
Bob Dylan Waffle House?
I was telling Jason the same story I just told you guys in the audience. And I know he has that record, and by no means was I putting any pressure on him, but it became clear he was looking to move records. And he goes, I think I could sell my copy to you. I was like, oh, the angels opened up. I heard the vinyl god speaking to me. And needless to say, Jason came through clutch. We did go, and actually this was the extras. It's like you stay at a Holiday Inn Express, the extras aren't extra. I got to go off-site to Jason's storage facility to retrieve this record. And
did he have a hefty exercise equipment there?
Yeah, there was like a used Peloton and like a heavy bag. Like he goes, like when him and Mazzy weren't getting along, I know he would go in there for long nights and just kind of hit the bag and that sort of thing.
Punching some meat.
But anyway, Jason did me a solid, gave me a very generous deal on the record, and I listened to it, as advertised, VG plus, excellent listen. So I was one of those fortunate souls who peeled a highly collectible and rare, dare I say, rare record from the Roxas collection. Now, this one didn't have a sticker. I didn't get the Roxas sticker, but I got the adventure and I got to tell the story. So all in all, that
was this day 1 or day 2?
That was actually day 3 because Jason, the seed was planted on day 1, and Jason said, "I'll bring it tomorrow." And in true Roxas fashion, he forgot it the next day. So he said, "No, I'll bring it the next day. No pressure. Now, and then Sunday came, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot it again." So that's why we made the pilgrimage to this. But
no, I was wondering if you did the Pretty Woman walk in front of the guy.
But that's a great lead. So the epilogue is so on day 1, knowing Jason was open to getting moving his copy onto me, I did go back to that table at the end of day 1. Now that's early bird, right? That's only early bird. And I said, "Hey, just curious, are you still pretty locked in?" And so then I got the story. The story the dealer will tell you. Well, it's my own personal copy, and I've had it for 25 years, and you're not going to find another one. And, it is the first day, so I think 800 is fair. And so I walked that shit back. I was like, cool, But I did want to do, like you're talking about, Ronaldo. I did want to come back into the fair and do the strut right in front of his table because I was curious. I almost went to him on day 3 just to ask if he was like coming back to town, coming back to reality to borrow a Rodriguez album cover. And it didn't even matter at that point. Jason did me a solid. I'm happy. I think he's happy. And we did the dance.
When Concert Buddy went to my storage space, Arnaldo, I was like, don't mind that. That's just the Ark of the Covenant. Just forget about that. It's not worth anything. Just don't look at it. Just don't open it. Don't look at it. Forget it.
Hey, I gotta make it big, Jason. I gotta make it big for that one. Can we? Yes.
There we go.
There it is. There it is.
Priceless,
I'm just shocked that Jason charging Chance $750. He thinks it's the deal still.
Chris, every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. Yes, it is a rare record. There's no doubt about it. It's and I was very happy. Like I said, it was one of my 2026 like top things I was looking for. But
that's awesome.
Just a little comment on what he told you. Typically, the dealer would tell you, well, I really paid a lot for it, so I can't let it go. He's telling you, I've had it for 25 years, so I probably paid $50 at most for that record, but now I want $800. And I'm like, come on, dude.
Wait, was this like a younger seller or an older seller?
I would say about our age. I didn't catch his name. Yeah. I saw him at other tables, so let's call him a venerable dealer because like other dealers were letting him like go through their shit behind and so forth. But yeah, again, nothing against him. It was he was just. I don't even know. He had a couple. Like I said, he had the Runnin' Wild record. I think he was
how much was that?
I think he had 5 or 6, so that's double. Oh, I mean, very similar to the Jim Sullivan. He was kind of double where it really should be. But some guys are, especially in fairness to him, you don't see those things pop up at the Austin.
True.
Sometimes you do, but few and far between. So I will say my overall thought as a buyer, I didn't bring anything to trade this time. Even Richard, who's a great dealer from San Antonio, he always has really great stuff. He even asked me, you didn't bring anything to trade? Because we worked out some really great trades the last couple times that I went. But I didn't, Jose, I know you would have been disappointed in me. I did not bring anything to trade. But I will say, so I was going to, a couple folks that introduced themselves, I do want to shout them out real quick. Mark, I think from Dallas, was somebody who watches our programming and said hello. So I wanted to say hi to him. Thomas was a seller who was there. That is he was asking me if I was going to film anything. Mazzy, I'm sorry to disappoint. I didn't film anything. I know that's sacrilege as a vinyl community member, but I felt that it was. I was just really focused on the records this time.
Don't ever tell Mazzy about Meta Ray-Ban
glasses.
If he knows about that shit, he's gonna have so many videos of him peeing at local bars. It's not even fun.
But I will say, I felt like the prices are. I've said this before, and I think this is indicative of a lot of record shows. Like the prices are so like carbon copied from Discogs now. Like you almost don't even really need to look at your phone or look things up anymore. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but if you're looking at a record and you just want to test the pricing threshold and look it up, most people are using the Discogs pricing now, right or wrong, right? I know.
So how do you guys feel about that?
It's wrong. So
I think
Discogs median is a lie.
Yes,
totally.
Thank you. Yes.
Why are we so small in this shit? Like liminal space.
We're getting like the crawfish. You're getting.
Listen, the crawfish, like there's still scraps, Mr. Pacino. Please help yourself. Grab a plate.
It's like the aftermath of the Vinyl Summit. What do you do?
Did Mr. Pacino see the lasagna? Did Mr. Pacino see?
Oh, Mr. Pacino, we have a new sponsor. Can I show you our new sponsor?
Yes,
available at your local frozen food section. Grab a fork. Family size Fremer lasagna
made with real gizzards.
Real gizzards, 16 grams of protein.
It includes DSD of Pet Sounds, just in case you wanted to know.
Heavy base tomato sauce.
Based tomatoes. So, Arnaldo, to your question, it's unfortunate because like I mean, part of the hobby is finding good deals and finding things in some capacity that are under market. Some things that you will take a flyer on if they're at a good price. And I feel like just the more and more, it's the burden and the curse of the 79th Oregon.
The way I look at it is, if that dealer was to sell that record on Discogs, he'd have to eat about 15%, and the trouble of going through mailing it, right?
Of course.
So, in my opinion, I think it should be. They shouldn't be having Discogs prices.
But that's probably because they bought it from Discogs or bought it at someone.
I don't care how much you paid for it. Again, the guy probably paid $25 for the record that Chance wanted, and he's selling it for $800.
Well, he didn't want to sell it. I mean, that's why he priced it so high.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like, it doesn't matter. The value of a record is what someone is worth paying for, right?
Of course.
Usually the market usually determines what it's worth because it's supply and demand, and people will buy it. It'll sit there. That's why you don't go by you don't go by the listings. You go by the last sold. That's what it's really worth.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they're not going to do that work. You know what I'm saying? That seller is just looking at the median price.
Well, that seller's gonna not sell.
Well,
right.
You know
they're not a motivated seller. That's what I'm saying. They're not motivated.
They're not. Yeah.
I personally think that last sold is dog shit. It's bullshit. I don't.
Well, you have to look at Jose. You got to look at it. You can look at the last sold. But if the last sold is a G, right, or a VG, and you have it near mint, obviously,
you're thinking the other way around. You're thinking that it could have sold cheaper. I'm talking about, I have a lot of records here that the last one sold for $400 and I bought it for $50 months ago, and some asshole bought one copy for $400 and all of a sudden this record's worth $400. So
you can't either go by the median, because the median will average out all like the most recent history, which could be wrong, right? You could have a record could have spiked in the last 3 sales and it won't be reflected by the median because it could have been at a lower price at a normal price before. So you have to really know how to read the history.
No, I know, but the problem is that most sellers only look at the ones that are available to sell at the moment.
No, that's not right. That's wrong.
No, I agree that's not right, but more than often enough, I think people look at that and they don't like selling it below, you know.
Well, you have the choice of just walking away. Right?
I know, but some records that I have here that I don't know if you remember that guitar record that I found like a gazillion copies, right? Right now it's selling. The last sold was
you're talking about the Lauren Mezzakane record, record, which is that what you're talking about?
No, but the last one on Discogs sold for $400. I don't think the record is $400 just because one guy bought it for $400. You know, but all the listings now are $400 above.
Well, can I play devil's advocate here? 2 things. Sometimes I think these dealers put those high ticket items for 2 reasons or more. One, bees are attracted by honey, right? So if you see those records, you're like, oh wow, those are records you don't see that often. Arnaldo, are you having is there a seance? What's going on there? The lighting is. No. But yeah, so I think sometimes they put those out to attract people to the table, and then 2, to the guy's point, like it's hard to get mad at the guy, but they're the big pocket people come in. And they don't really feel like looking in all the bins. And if that's something they're looking for, $800 to some of the big pocket people, not a big deal. So, I mean, you can't catch a fish unless you bait the hook. I get it. But at the same time, like, come back to reality, like Sixto Rodriguez once said. Anyway, so another good convention. Jose, you were missed. I had room on the couch. I rented from that same spot. So the couch was missing you for sure.
I hope I can go to the fall one.
Go to the fall. Jason's going to need help. He's going to be selling again. The turquoise may move from the contemplation corner pile to the selling pile. now that it's a $5,000 piece, you know.
That's right. Torture some, fools there.
Maybe he can slab it, right?
That's right.
Oh, that's the slabbers were there.
I was thinking, if somebody somehow can get a slab, right, and you can open them, if you find a way to open them, you can put the shittiest record inside, and you just be selling the cover, So, I don't trust like Seal Records, because Seal Records, you can get a good machine for
resealers,
resealing them, like the same one that they use at the pressing plants. So how the fuck do you know that it doesn't have like Disney soundtrack inside of like Led Zeppelin Turquoise?
It's all about the gamble, Mr. Pacino. You just got to roll the dice. It's like Kenny Rogers, a fan of the program. He just lived long enough to see it. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. And
by the way, I was always curious. Did he actually had a chicken place, or was it just a sign?
No, that wasn't a joke. That's a legit. That was a chain of places.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. Actually, they're still open in like the Philippines and stuff. Yeah, they I guess were bought by somebody. And Kenny's Chicken, if you want to get a round trip ticket to was it Laos, Taos, maybe in those areas, you can get some the Gambler's Chicken. All right. Well, I think we've done a nice job. Plus, we have special guests, so we need to refuel, recharge for the second hour. I want to thank my guests for joining me. Arnaldo Fidelios _Forginsky on YouTube. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for having me.
The Groove Seeker, Chris, the resident tone broet of the Surface Noise Dais. Chris, thanks for joining.
Thanks, brother.
Mr. Selling every record he has because he's always buying his CDs, Jason Rojas.
Come see me at the next Austin Record Show. I will look like Harry Nielsen.
Oh my gosh! I mean,
are you gonna flash your dick to someone? What is that?
Wow! Only to Jose, right?
Only to Jose. Well, Jason, thanks for joining us. And then the one and only Mr. Al Pacino, Academy Award winner. Al Pacino joined us late, but he's ready for the second hour. So stick around. More to come. Mr. Pacino, thank you for joining us, sir.
Thanks for having me 5 minutes here.
Look at that question by Henry. Can you show that question by Henry?
Yeah, Henry, I got you. Hang on, my mouse is not responding.
Remember,
Henry. Jason, are you selling to Jessica Simpson? Oh my gosh.
Remember, Concert Buddy, I had a sealed copy. Everyone avoided the pop section. I had this pop section. People were like, nope, don't want to look at it.
Jason was setting up his little, portable wall, and he said, oh, you want to see what I brought? Come on back, So feeling like a big shot, rolling like a big hop. I came back there, and I'm flipping through, and at the end of one of the bins he had back there, guess what it was? The former Mrs. Nicola J. I couldn't believe it. I thought this guy was a ride or die Jessica Simpson fan, a ride or die Walmart vinyl fan, and then here it was. So I could have turned him into the vinyl cops. They would have taken away his paperwork, and he would have never been able to sell the vinyl the Austin Record Show again. But I wanted to get that Jim Sullivan record first, so it's how it worked out. But anyway, Rob Walker is here. Yes, Rob. Part 2 can only be an improvement.
This guy.
Rob Walker. I think it's like, isn't it like 3 a.m. in the UK?
Listen, Rob, we keep them up. We keep them up. Brian from Tokyo is here. Groovy Lisa's here. Hello. We're getting the dignitaries. We're getting the people who matter. We're not like these other presentations that are just.
Why do you know what time it is in the UK, but you don't know what time it is where we are?
Great question.
I have friends and family on the other side of the way. By the way, let me quickly.
Oh, we're not friends.
Wait, I have a question for Rob Walker. So there's this new movie with what's the Julian? What is it?
Gillian Anderson. That's the next Mrs. Rob Walker. Yes, Gillian Anderson.
There's a movie where she's a lesbian with Hack's very own Hannah.
Hannah from Hacks. That show just wrapped up. I watched interesting ending.
Yes, but there's a movie where they're lesbians. That one must be like Rob Walker's top 3 things to watch tomorrow. So
Jose, is that in the Criterion collection? I need to know because it sounds like it's a nominee for the Criterion.
By the way, do you know that they added happiness to that Criterion collection. You know that movie Happiness?
Yeah, great movie.
Great movie, right? Fucked up movie.
Yeah, really fucked up movie.
Rob is home from work, Jose. So Jose, in your face. This man just put in his 8 to 10 hours. Come on. All right.
He can still watch that movie, and I'll get the 4K.
Damn.
I don't care what I've said about Rob Walker in the past. This is a good comment, Rob. This is a good comment. Good comment.
Watching, celebrating Pride with Mr. Rob Walker. That must be something.
So I feel like we're pacing a little bit faster than I thought. So we may have to kick one of our topics off the next week. Maybe the Vinyl Genie. That's probably a good one. But because it's important that we give this next one its due diligence. And Arnaldo, you kind of, I don't know how much you know, but you're about to know because you weren't a participant on our last show. It was the 3-man weave of the Groove Seeker and Mr. Rojas and myself. And, like we're talking current events and right around that time, the announcement, the official announcement of the Vinyl Summit took place. And I'm happy to put the video is out there for what they call posterity's sake. So what I'm about to say is not out of school. What I'm about to recap is the video is there. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the link for the show in the chat, and I'll even tell you where we start talking about the Vinyl Summit at the 32:20 mark of this video. So feel free. I know a lot of people watch this stuff live, so they saw it themselves. But the reason I'm building this up or laying the groundwork for this topic is because in Austin, Dr. Johnny Fever, the resident physician of Surface Noise, was walking around, and Chad was there. Mr. Kassem was there selling record, or not selling record. Yeah, he was. They had a table. Chad Kassem, the immortal Chad Kassem was there. They had a table selling UHQRs and acoustic sounds, analog production stuff. But to his credit, this is what we call a compliment. He was also buying, I'm anticipating, in advance of the Vinyl Summit because there's a record show, and so they're going to be selling records at the record show. Made complete sense.
There was an
vault live. Are they going into the vault? Those records that he sourced.
There was an ulterior motive. You want to tell them, Groove Seeker? There was an ulterior motive. Yeah.
Do I want to tell them?
Yeah.
No, you tell them.
Okay. The ulterior motive was he was looking for sellers.
He was recruiting. Okay, I didn't know that.
The Vinyl Summit for the record fair.
Great.
Oh,
great.
That's what when a pimp goes to like a dance club, and
a dance party looking for talent. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Right. But so I say all this because Dr. Johnny Fever met Chad, had never met him before. And Chad said, and Jose does it way better. So I'm just going to speak in my normal voice because I'm not making fun of the situation. But Chad said, you to Johnny, Dr. Johnny Fever, your face looks familiar. Are you one of these YouTubers? And Johnny said, well, yeah, I've been on some of the streams. I do the chats, whatever. And Chad goes, well, where would I know you from? And so he's like, well, I've been on Surface Noise. He goes, yeah, Surface Noise. They were talking a lot of shit about my Vinyl Summit. And so, I think Johnny was kind of like playing.
Is this the section of the video we go fourth wall and we just say, hey, Chad, how you doing?
Hey, Chad. well, first of all, thank you for watching, Chad, because, again, appreciate it. But when Johnny reported, and Johnny, to his credit, did say, well, like your website was lacking in a lot of detail, which we'll get into in a second. But when Johnny reported this, because, he immediately came back and reported to the Don of Surface Noise, Concert Buddy, and shared the story. And I was a little bothered, not because I was upset that we were being misrepresented, but that Chad felt that we were shitting on the Vinyl Summit, which I didn't think we did. Now, I know we have jokes and I know we make fun of things and all that kind of stuff. But I went back later after I got back in town. I listened to that episode again, at least that part. And I got to be honest, guys, I don't feel we are out of school. And here's why. Point number one, the website has now changed, or at least been changed, since we flashed it up during the show and we're reporting, because at the time, the information up was all about those VIP packages. right?
Yeah.
And we were going through and explaining. That's all it was. It was information, tickets. And when you went to tickets, it was two things: tickets for the concerts and tickets for VIP. So if you're going to any kind of event, usually you think a ticket's involved, right? So when we go to tickets on their website, that's what the return was. So we were commenting. Again, we do three things on Surface Noise: we inform, we try to entertain, and we definitely complain. I don't think we were necessarily complaining, but we're talking about, well, what Chad was telling us at WFMU in the fall. This isn't feeling like that's what that was because of those ticket prices in the thousands for VIP, right? No shade. And we even said it. Chris said it. I said it. If he sells them out, great, which he did apparently, by the way. Good for him. But apparently there was also only like 30 slots in each VIP, not on the website at the time. So there's been a lot of like redoing of the site since all this went down. Now, keep in mind, that's like 2 or 3 weeks ago at this point. But again, I felt like talking shit on it. I don't really feel that's what we did. And I say this because, point two, he kind of started making the rounds. He was on Westman with Fremer explaining, talking about it, going into more detail about what to expect. Bianco did a video giving a little more context about what the event is about. All things which could have been done and probably should have been done when you're launching a site to promote an event you want people to come to, right? So, because if you go to the site now, and again, I encourage anybody to go look at what we talked about last time. There's the site. That's how we navigated through. Now, if you go to the site, there is a section, and I'm going to show it. Again, I'm not trying to, split hairs here, but there is a section of the show or of the site that says what to expect. So here, I'm going to throw this up.
No one during the last Surface Noise stream said Brian Wilson intended, this vinyl summit to be this. No, we did not do that.
It's pretty annoying because I was actually pretty disappointed the way, so I didn't know that there was a half-ass marketing job. I guess I should have expected that, but I was actually sad at what was presented. I wasn't talking shit.
Agreed. I agree 100%. Al Pacino coming in and out of the vortex here. But so I've got the site up, and obviously the podcast part, I apologize, but the banner changed a little bit, but like the about with Chad looking like Tony Montana, that's still there. Okay, cool. When you go to the tickets part of the site, they have a new banner, which is fine. They want to make changes to the site. But here, open to the public. This was not an option.
Not there.
It was not there. And look, it says open to the public. Things to do throughout the 4-day event that will be available to the public free of charge. Now, here's where I want to make this point. This one was not there when the site launched and or we were talking about it. And two, why wasn't it there? Because apparently what we said or what other channels, because I know there were other live streams saying similar stuff. That feedback brought this to the surface. So you're welcome? ? I say that in jest, but the truth is like it was launched maybe prematurely, because if you keep in mind, let's remember the timetable here. WFMU in the fall, there was a soft announcement in some of the marketing materials, save the date, Vinyl Summit. We talked to Chad. He was explaining it. Sounded like a pretty interesting event, et cetera, et cetera. A few months later, I heard they were going to make the announcement in April. Didn't say anything publicly because it's not my place. Then the announcement comes out in May. And the website they launched with didn't have all the details. So, Chris, how do you feel that we've been colored as shit talking the Vinyl Summit? How does that make you feel as a dedicated customer of Analog Productions?
When I think about the ratio of my income versus how much I spend with this business, now I'm going to talk shit.
Oh,
that's how I feel. No, I'm not going to. No, it's fine. I'm glad he corrected it. I'm not going.
Can I say that I find anything that Chan says, Massey says that he said first. I just wanted to point that out. So I thought that was funny, really funny.
Oh, so Massey's saying he was sent a preview of the site. I literally told him that when I was sent a preview. So again, and a P-view, not a preview, a P-view. But the point's the same. I mean, again, anybody with common sense or who wants the event to be successful, I'm sure Mazzy wants it to do well. We even said on that live stream, we want this to do well. It may not be for us. It may not be for, like people, because again, you're going to have to travel thousands of dollars, room and board, you know what I mean? Like, this is an expensive thing. It was portrayed by the website when it launched, may not be for us. Now, the record fair is free, as I showed you just now. There's jam sessions, pop-up store, facility tours. Jam sessions. So
who the fuck is playing? Kid Rock?
And to Chad's credit, here's some flowers, Chad, if you're watching, or somebody's going to tell you about this. He's made a couple of videos on their channel, and he went on, like I said, Westman's, to straighten out some of this misinformation from their own site. So I think that's appropriate, and I'm glad he did it. But does that mean that we were shitting on the event? I feel otherwise. I was so motivated, Jose. I almost sent him an email to be like, look, we want this to be successful. But here's the reality. I went back, I listened to what we said. I stand by what we said. The website was probably not ready for public consumption, and it wasn't clear. The FAQs, pretty light. The information, pretty light.
I think, for real, and I mean it, I joke a lot, but I mean it seriously.
Kimbo, this may be comment of the night. Kimbo said, Chad obviously mistook you for an actual influencer. Thank you, Kimbo. Accurate.
I would like to say that even if I joke a lot, I do think that if it way cheaper than releasing a record, just pay one motherfucker to change your website so it attracts people. Because I understand, there might be some charm in the fact that everybody that's over 50 can look at his website and understand it because it looks like it was done in 2003. But at the same time, I think that if he had a website that looked better, functioned better, and was not taking fucking credit from other cards, it would be great, So I mean it in a good way, trying to.
I mean, here's what I'll say, and I'd be curious, Arnaldo, since you weren't part of the shit talking session, I'd be curious your take. But I think again, this information about the record fair not on the site when it launched. Look at this. It says the fair times, the venue, pricing per table, all not on the website when we went to air. So yeah, I'm not even going to touch that one. But yes, I thought the same. I mean, but the point is, if you're going, if you want to attract, again, we keep saying it, if you want to attract bees, you got to use honey. And the website was not ready for public consumption. Let's just call it a spade a spade. Had this information been there, we would have probably touched every single piece of this. And probably, I mean, I hope it does well. It's probably just not for me. Arnaldo, can you believe the strays we've been taking in your absence? Like, if you had been on the dais, probably wouldn't have been you probably would have talked us down. But yeah, what do you think?
Well, I remember in the casual conversation that we had with Chad at WFMU, he did mention a lot of this stuff verbally. It's just that I agree. When it was announced, all I saw were the prices, and I'm like, okay, so it's really it's something that I really don't want to invest in personally. That's just my personal take on it.
Yeah, right.
But I'm glad it. Whatever feedback he gathered from influencers and YouTubers, that it really brought a change, more clarity in the website, so that
that's the most important thing. We want this event, and again, the music in the church, that looks like a lot of fun. Am I? I think Lewis. Do I think I'm going to drive 7 hours? That's probably not for me, but for other people, great. And he sold out the VIP, great. Yeah. Happy for you. But what I found at VIP? Oh, there's different prices. Lowest VIP was $1,695, so $1,695. That was the opening price point for VIP. But I don't know.
Do you get to see Kevin Gray's tits for that?
I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I could pull it up, but it's sold out now.
So at least a photo, right? At least.
But my last thing I'll say on this, and Jason, I'd be curious your thoughts. I found it interesting because I did watch a lot of the Westman because I was curious because again, I was hoping for some clarity, and Chad kept referencing like a lot of misinformation and misconceptions. If that was about us, okay, but I really doubt it because, buddy, we were on your website. So it wasn't like we were talking out of school. We were reporting literally from your website. So if anybody to be upset about is maybe your webmaster or maybe the PR firm that has been trying to help you with this, right? So again, hope it does well. We are fans of what you have done, Chad. Make no mistake. But to say that this show was shit talking the Vinyl Summit, I think it's hilarious. Jason, your thoughts?
Now there's going to be a second damage control video because of this stream.
Well, listen, I have no interest. I have no interest in propagating out DC dramas. I just, again, we want this to. Again, Chris, I said it too, so I'm hoping we have uniformity on this. Nobody wants us to do bad. It's just not for us, or it's not based on the way it was presented at the time. But Jason, when Dr. Johnny Fever shared that nugget that Chad was, shit talking my Vinyl Summit. What was the first thing that came into your head?
He's definitely not going to stop by my table.
And did he stop by your table, Jason?
No, he did not. He did not.
And Chris was probably saying, "I'm never going to see those Marleys."
Yeah, like it's fucked up, man. I was more sad about it because, again, just to back up Chance, like we didn't see anything about what was open to the public at all. So when I just saw this, I'm like, damn, this is some elitist shit going on. And that's not talking. It's just pretty straightforward. So I'm sorry that bad data in, bad data out. I've never heard of that concept before.
Well, and if anything we're guilty of is a reaction to the data, to your point, to the stimuli that was put out there, on their own site, right? Like I think
here's the kicker, Chance. You know why the reaction was so I don't know, over the top or disappointing? It's because we all were going to go and see each other, and we thought it was going to be a big deal, and we're like, "Fuck this! You can't afford it." Well, so we're going to WFMU, and the Discogs meeting is a lie. That's it. That's the new motto.
but to go back to what Chad told us at WFMU, YouTubers are welcome. They can set up all that kind of stuff, which I'm sure is still the case. But then in subsequent conversations, Chad has been going around doing the rounds. Great. He's only mentioned like the same three people, right? And that's great. I'm not no shade at them. I think two of the three I know and I enjoy them. But is that exactly what we were told in the fall? I don't know. I don't know if Mazzy's now going. I don't know. It's again, everyone make their own decision. I think. But yeah, Chris, to your point, I told Steve Carlson, hey, come from Denver. It'd be great to see you. This is kind of halfway distant. You can meet some other. But then those prices came out, and so. When you factor in airfare, when you factor in a rental car, you factor in hotel and stuff. I mean, it's not cheap.
The only way I'm going is if Mazzy goes.
Hang on. We have breaking news, Chris. Breaking news.
Mazzy.
Oh my gosh.
My man. Sick.
It'll be funny. It'll be funny if Mazzy does decide to go, and there's just a photo of him at the beginning of the lines. Because do not let this individual in. A photo of Mazzy with his head and a photo of his feet, just in case he's like walking around naked.
Mazzy is not going, so we have it official. Again, Mazzy, thank you for dropping this on the show of record, Talking Records. Thank you. And again, we're not trying to pile on. I don't think Mazzy's piling on. It's just when the information changed, the decision tree changed. That's all. Again.
You know what? You
second best comment of the night is Vinyl Dreamscapes. It's not. He's not being funny. It's actually a pretty sincere comment.
Sean says having someone under 60 years old talking about his event can make him happy.
Sean, that's not.
Chance, you know what you could do? Can you highlight Mazzy's comment? Can you please call him to Seattle? With Pacific Audio.
Listen, Mazzy's a friend here. Let's not beat him up on the misspellings, okay? Like we're just killing him. I did it too.
I'm the type of motherfucker that loves to coin.
You love to coin? I like to coin. I like to cuddle. Sometimes I like a little bit of the
all right, stuff. Guys, I had to go back.
Oh no,
because there was more information in this leaflet that was given out.
Oh no!
Well, you saved it. You saved it.
Of course, I saved it. So you have it here: industry legends, live music, vinyl community, hi-fi show, pop-up store, behind-the-scenes tours, record fair, panels, audio engineer,
What's
record
behind the wall?
And
record
then
making,
it's missing lasagna. Did you
right?
see
And
that?
then there's even more
Tremors.
here. So I think this leaflet had a lot more information than when it originally, was announced on the website. So it's like, they tried when they did this leaflet, but then 2 steps back when they didn't, give, because I remember reading, and we had the conversation with Chad at WFMU, and he went over this stuff. So what can I say?
Well, you spoke for everyone, I think, when you said the information almost went backwards.
This is what you can say. Today, you are Mark Say from the Analog Productions Vinyl Summit. There you go.
So I wasn't on that stream. I forgot where I went. I think I went to the show, and then I was.
You went to the concert.
That's a whole other subject, because it just so happens when the biggest controversy of the year happens, Ronaldo's at a concert.
So,
throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Hello.
But it's like if you guys were commenting only factually on what you were seeing on the website, that's probably right. And it's a shame that there was a soft launch that opened up kind of like a lot of criticism to how the event was being portrayed, when they had a much better write-up on a leaflet, on a pamphlet here that they gave away. So
Well, here's the good news. VIP sold out. It sounds like Chad's out there hustling, buying records, recruiting record dealers for the free. We did report this because that information was there. The record show is free to attend. It looks like it's $200 a table. That's probably another conversation for another day. But and again, there's a lot of people coming. They've got sponsors. They've got dignitaries like Papa Lasagna coming, and the Wilson Speakers guy. So and more to come. More to come.
Jason, are you going to go and set up table there and sell some of your grails there? I'm sure the turquoise would sell.
I think that because it's a first-time event, he should have, or that would be my suggestion, make it very easy for people to want to sell records,
Friend of the show, Al, says live surface noise from across the street. Now, this could be something. This could be the YouTubers were invited. We're just staying over at the Dunkin' Donuts across.
We'll get a cease and desist like the Super Bowl. They're like, you can't say Vinyl Summit on the broadcast. You have to say expensive record show across the street instead.
The mountain of music. Yes, the mountain of music is going on right now, and it's a delight.
Is there going to be a red carpet with like?
Wouldn't that be something?
Wait, I do have one other thing. It doesn't seem to me this is going to be an annual event. I feel like it's a celebration of the anniversary, right?
It's like the 40th anniversary, right? Exactly.
But wouldn't you like to see like Steve Westman with like like a gala, Met Gala? Just like Met Gala shit. Like
what are you saying?
Listen,
it would be amazing.
Steve great, but I don't need to see Steve wearing a meat dress like Lady Gaga.
Right. So to answer Arnaldo, like, will I be selling? Yes, I'll be at the Vinyl Summit dressed up like this.
Met Gala. That'll be my Met Gala.
Jason, the Vinyl Summit is not a bondage get together. I don't know what this you're showing us. Wow.
That's how your balls look like after 4 UHQR testings.
So anyway, again, Chad, if you're watching, if you've hung around this far, wish you the best. Hey, if you ever want to come on Surface Noise, the show that Shit Talk the Vinyl Summit, open invitation. I'm not hard to find. If we can pass along any information to our audience.
And I don't live in the U.S., so you don't have to call ICE or anything. I mean,
maybe I'll be dressed up like this. This is probably better, right? Like this. This would be.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there he is.
It could be Chance Met Gala at the Vinyl.
There he is. Yeah. Director Travolta is actually on the guest list. He's on the VIP list. I don't know if you knew that.
I saw a barrette and I said that could be my gold ticket. Whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah. Well, he said no. Actually, Travolta in that moment said the reason he wore a beret was because he has never been to one of those things as a director, and he remembers all the directors from the past wore berets, and so he thought, why not pull a beret out? And not a benet. I know with all the food they're going to have, beignets will probably be on the menu, but beret difference.
They're having food there.
Gumbo, so you can eat gumbo.
You know where I'm going with that? Are they gonna have some of the Fremer lasagna?
Well, Arnaldo, it's funny you mention that because literally our newest sponsor is probably going to be giving a free sample of Samsung.
Costa just sold out from that shit.
So if you've ever wondered what the Fremer lasagna tastes, they're going to give you like a little square and the little paper plate with a little fork and spoon. Never been a better time to be a seasoned audiophile than at the
even if it's free and gluten free, if somebody says, "Here, have some gizzard lasagna," you can't give me that shit.
Well, guys, we wouldn't be the show of record talking records unless we showed some records. So we got about 15, 20 minutes. Can we show a couple records?
Well, you need to do a lot of showing because we don't know what you got.
Okay, I'll start, and I'm not going to show everything, but I'll just show a few things, if I may. This is what my personal Austin Record Convention haul was. Speaking of, I'll start with, you saw the Jim Sullivan. I did get an original UK European of Alanis Jagged Little Pill.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was happy to get this. There was a lady who actually set up. She wasn't there on Friday, early bird. She was there Saturday morning, early bird at like 8 o'clock. So I was able to lighten her stack there. Cesar, look at me. I've got a UK first pressing of Stone Temple Pilots Purple on the purple wax. Some claim that it is mastered by Bobby Ludwig. I don't know. I didn't see any RLs in the dead wax. It sounds okay. I don't think it's the best. I will show Arnaldo. You're finally off the hook. I finally got U2, All That You Can't Leave Behind, 2000 UK.
Well, here's the question: Did you pay less than what I paid?
Fuck no, man! You got to steal the century. I paid double up what you paid. If you know. You know. Yeah, but it's still under market, so I did pretty good. Found a couple of what they're called record club pressings of some country albums. Jose's favorite artist, Travis Tritt. It's all about to change.
I have a tramp stamp of his name in my ass.
I know you do. I know. I'm a big fan. George Strait.
Oh, I like George Strait.
Yeah, Chill of an Early Fall. These were only released on Record Club, so that's nice to see those.
Only released in Texas.
If Kendall is here, only in Texas. If Kendall is here, I did pick up some soundtracks. Major League soundtrack. I've never seen this one before.
Nice.
It does include Wild Thing. And then my guy, your guy, everybody's guy, Arnold, Kindergarten Cop. This is only released in Europe. So the soundtrack to Kindergarten Cop.
Wow, get out of here.
Fun pull. Elliot, I got one for you coming up. But first, Arnaldo, remember I was trying to find Bobby Brown Bobby in New York, and I found a beat up one, I think, at Academy. But this sounds like poo-poo. So do not buy Bobby Brown Bobby. Even though it's got Jose's favorite song Humping Around on it, it sounds like ass. It sounds terrible. Jason probably would have fought me for this one. This is the world-famous, world-class Wrecking Crew. Jason,
nice.
Jason, what can you tell me about this record?
Man, that guy looks funny.
This guy over here in the white.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you talking about DJ Yella? Are you talking about Yella from NWA?
Wait, no. I mean, they look like they can join Prince's Revolution, right?
I mean, these guys, talk about NWA. Dr. Dre looking so fly in that white jumpsuit. I got to be honest. Let's see. I got a couple of 12 inches. Digital Underground. This is an EP. I don't know if you know. But if you look at this guy, Groove Seeker, can you tell me who this illustrated guy is next to? Who's this guy?
That's Tupac Amaru Shakur.
Correct. Tupac. This was the first recording of Tupac on the same song. If you saw that movie, I think it's called Nothing But Trouble. It's got Dan Aykroyd. He tried doing like the Nutty Professor thing where he played all the characters and stuff.
Anyway. I love the one that he had, like the Junkyard movie.
Yes. So The only way you could get that song, the same song, was on the soundtrack until they did this EP. So this is fun.
Nice.
I did get. Oh my goodness, Bianco! If Bianco is here, he'd be excited. I got Heart Magazine. I actually got this from End of an Ear, and what's unique about this one, it's still sealed, and two, this is the one that Mushroom Records released without the band's permission. So if you look on the back, most copies will say remixed, blah blah blah. But this one has a tell, and it says on the back right here, I'm going to read it because it's kind of small. Mushroom Records regrets that a contractual dispute has made it necessary to complete this record without the cooperation or endorsement of the group Heart, who have expressly disclaimed artistic involvement in completing this record. So I've been looking for one of these for some time. Eventually they got nice and they remixed it and they released it. And then
the no intent version.
The no intent version. That's the opposite of artist intent. And then listen, I've given this clue out many times. I like late 70s, early 80s, kind of like that transition from disco, boogie to funk, like early 80s funk.
The shirtless, oiled up black men.
Well,
Arnaldo.
Arnaldo, it's like you know me. But usually a tell in good music like that is, as Arnaldo said, oiled up male black men or women. Here's one called the Southside Movement. This is a promo copy. Hold on to your butts, Jose, because here's a booty for you. This is a lot of funk in this one. And then Passion. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I hope the kids are at bed because these are not for the public consumption.
That's dirtier than all the shit I've said today.
Pretty much. So, and then to round it out, Cesar knows, if he's watching, he knows I like that 90s stuff. Here's 1994. Speaking of,
wow,
New Kids on the Block promo only. This is when they went hardcore, and they were real tough guys on this album.
Damn, Donnie looking hard.
Donnie looking tough. And then, sorry, Elliot, I know you're watching. You would be proud of me. I got to show you these two, and then we'll show some other records. But I did on the Sunday 50% off at this table. I finally pulled the trigger on Tony Rice Church Street Blues for $25, and then
is
Tony
that the
Rice
Sesame Street logo?
I know that looks like the Sesame Street. I was going to say that.
I will not stand for any Tony Rice slander on this program, guys.
Is that Big Bird without the suit?
Big Bird unmasked. Yeah, Big Bird. And then Tony Rice Unit Backwaters. I think they just is redoing this catalog, but $25 for both. That's good.
Those are going to sound amazing, dude.
I hope so. Got a good price. So Elliot, in your face. Anyway. So yeah, all in all, I got a couple other things, but those are the heavy hitters. I mean, for the most part, some 90s stuff I like to collect. Oh, and you guys are going to laugh. In St. Louis, I don't know if you know St. Louis or Sex Louis, as we call it. This is Sammy country. So to find clean Sammy Hagar records, very hard. So thanks to Antones for hooking it up with a first pressing of Sammy Hagar. I think this is his first solo record after Montrose. But anyway, Score City, boys. I did all right. All right. Who else has got records to show?
You want us to follow that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I know Arnaldo had been like smoking us for weeks on weeks with his Oasis and his.
That was last year. I mean, I don't even remember. I've been buying some new records, really.
Jason, do you want to show us the Malone record you got in Austin? I think you only got one, right?
Well, no, I got a few. I'll do a speed round real quick.
All right, speed round.
So I got Miseducation of Lauryn Hill here. You know, the guy wanted to do a trade, but when I went to his booth, like I didn't want to trade my records for his, so I just bought them. You know, so bought a Half Speed Master. I heard this one is terrible. I remember it being terrible, so maybe another future shootout video to, show you that it's terrible. All right, here's one of the prizes. I want people to get ready to laugh here. Chet Baker, what was he doing in 1965? He was doing this. Dude. What's going on here?
Meth. He was probably doing crack cocaine.
I mean, Jose, look at this. This is, What is up
I
with
bet
this?
I bet he's smiling like that because he had no teeth from all the crap.
Alex, Alex in Jeopardy? Can I answer? He was doing crack rock. Is crack rock the answer that we're looking for?
I mean,
what is crack rock?
I'm sorry.
What is crack rock?
Like, what is going on here?
Very small crack rock.
That's how you give jazz a bad name. That album.
I mean, I'm gonna go into it deeper. He covers Soul Train, Walk In. I mean, let's just.
The balls on this guy.
I know for a fact Chris won't be listening to that version anytime soon.
100% not. Who's the band with him? I don't know if you told me that. Who's
doesn't matter if for that record, you know.
It's Charlie Rice, right? Who could be Tony Rice's brother?
Tony Rice is
Wow,
Chet Baker. No.
So many names. You can't name them all.
A minty copy of Bitches Brew, except for the cover. So now I have like minty records of this. This is cool for cheap. Nice. Shout out to Pete. Found this one for $40. This is the record I cannot stand, but it's the 2 LP version.
What's that called?
It's the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper. I think, what was this? The anniversary? What was this? Maybe the
2018.
I don't remember.
2018 or 19. Yeah.
It's mixed by the Nepo Baby, Giles Martin, right?
Giles, yes, everyone knows Giles.
And the biggest one you can see, it's on the wall here. Let's just bring it down.
Bring it down from the power wall, please.
Wow, your hands were like magnets to that Pet Sounds. You were about to grab the Pet Sounds.
I know. Here it is, 1958. Cool strutting the OG. Like, bam, you know. I've heard a lot of people talk about this damn record, for the past, I don't know, 40, 50 years.
Were they also talking about the Vinyl Summit?
Yeah, that's right. Jose, after Jesus was crucified, yeah, definitely.
Jesus was crucified, and the first thing they asked when he came back was, what table in the Vinyl Summit are you going to sell it? That's what they asked.
So, I mean, I keep looking at this Groove Seeker, and I'm like, holy crap, I own this now. I
know, it's amazing. You don't even like jazz.
Yeah, so do I. I got the $15 Blue Note version.
Oh no,
man!
No, seriously, I got the Blue Note at the Newberry Comics sellout.
Yeah, that's it. No clicks and pops.
No clicks and pops.
Man,
maybe some non-fill, but hey.
No, it came out good. I'm happy with my. I forgot.
Is that the voice of God? There he is. I thought it was the voice of
here. I have some records to show.
Show us,
Ronaldo, can I go before you? Because mine are so boring. All right, you go.
All right. We're probably going to show the same records. Speaking of the vinyl file, I got the Cranberries.
Oh, nice.
The Crankberries?
Yeah. And I have the analog spark of this.
Oh, did you compare them?
I did.
And?
Apart from the artwork's different, slightly different. The back cover is different. The gatefold is different. And it sounds just a little bit better than the analog spark.
No kidding. Okay.
What do you mean by little bit?
Okay, it has a little slightly wider soundstage, maybe slightly, bigger bass bottom end, and maybe a little more clarity because the top end is a little brighter. But we're talking like 10%. In my opinion, that's how I hear it. And I heard it both through headphones and through speakers. It sounds fine. Don't get me wrong. It sounds fine. And I think also the analog spark sounds fine. But what blew me away was this, the vinyl file of
so
I Want You. There is I have the original Monarch. It's just like, for me, it's night and day.
Wow.
The I Want You. I'm very happy with it. And of course, I also got I Want You Too, which on the Universal
site. You too.
Is that I Want You Too Electric Boogaloo?
Oh, fuck. I Want You Too.
It has a lot of isolated, just vocals, extended tracks,
What's going on? Huh? That's
versions.
what I'm asking.
It's a double album.
Jose, actually, the key track is what's still going on. Is the track on
what's
that
still
one.
going on?
Or
And
or
then-
the epilogue. What's going on again? What's going on?
Yes.
I got one more.
I know what's going on last summer.
For those of you that don't want to buy the Beach Boys, you can buy the Lemon Twigs.
Wow.
Is it
the
another
same
great
thing?
album?
Oh no.
And
Oh my.
I mean, you guys know it's very retro. It sounds Beatles, Birds, Beach Boys.
I
Wait,
don't know.
what's,
Tracking Angle gave it 8 out of 10. I don't know.
Oh
Arnold.
yeah, but it sounds only like a 7. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, it only sounds like a 7.
Gee.
Whatever.
There was a tribute song on that record. Who
There was what?
There's a tribute song on that record for someone, but I don't remember who it was for.
I don't
It's
know.
a tribute to Tracking Angle, right, Jose?
No, they did.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Tracking Angle. Will not name the reviewer. Don't think is qualified for giving
I'll name him.
opinions on
I'll name
sound.
names.
Abigail DeVoe, please turn off the program now. We're
Oh
not
no,
gonna
no,
disconnect you, Abigail.
the beef.
I don't know.
Ooh,
She's never struck me as comparing. I mean, she does great at what she does when she tells a story about an album. The background, everything. It's very curated. She does her research, but she doesn't strike me as someone who is capable of judging, the audio, because Tracking Angle is also a audiophile site. So
sounds like beef.
she gave it a 7, and I don't think this is a 7. It's going to have that same, when we're talking retro, it also sounds like a record from the late 60s. So, but that doesn't mean that it's poorly recorded. You have nothing to compare it to. So I don't get, it's just because you don't like the way it sounds. You're not accustomed to the old fashioned way of it sounding. It's like, are you going to give Sgt. Pepper? Are you going to give Sgt. Pepper a 7 on sound? Because it doesn't sound any different than Sgt. Pepper.
I mean, if you eat it pre-lasagna, it's a 7.
Yeah. The artist's intent was poor. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. That's my little rant. And I don't attack other YouTubers or other reviewers and stuff like that.
No.
But it kind of irked me where I'm like, really? It's whatever, girl.
Coming soon, Damage Control on Surface Noise.
That's
to
gonna be a new
Tracking
segment.
Angle.
I'll take it. I'll take it full on, because
Give him a
apparently
shame.
I may be in the future considered a troll of Tracking Angle, because I have expressed my
What?
opinion. I have expressed my opinion towards other reviews that I felt were unfair or
All
incorrect.
right, hold up, Arnaldo. Where were you when DST MoFi Gate started? Where were you? Did you give up your sources?
I did not. I knew it before even Mr. Fremer claims he said something. So I'm not naming names. I'm not divulging my sources. I didn't even have a YouTube channel, so I really didn't have anywhere to broadcast something that seemed to be very founded. But whatever, we'll just,
Side note, real quick, I do want to give a shout out to a big fan of Surface Noise, Mike Esposito, who has begun his own journey in the podcasting world and has been serving up a lot of hot lasagna takes aimed at the Tracking Angle and Fremer. And so check out, I believe it's called Analog After Dark. I don't know if they do off YouTube stuff, but
is that like Playboy After Dark? But
yes,
not.
Can I volunteer for
sponsored by Sharpie?
I don't really have to talk that much, so I could volunteer for the podcast.
Oh no! Come on!
It's basically live reactions. He talks
it's like a monologue.
And then you
there.
Again, they're only a couple shows in front of the show. Leland was on there for this last one, so
I know I felt bad for him. It's like
I think they're finding their way in the format. But Mike had a lot to get off his chest. He had to go back because there was a truce. He even said that him and Michael, I should call him Michael. I don't know him well enough to call him Mike. They had a truce apparently off-site somewhere at like one of the audio shows, and then Next thing you know, Michael is trashing him again. These are Mike Esposito's words. That Fremer was trashing him again. So I understand why he'd be a little besmirched at the turn of events, but what do I know?
It's old news. Why rehash it?
All right, Chris, what do you got? Records or Jose? Who wants to go next? Jose, got anything?
I'll go
right.
real quick.
Bring it to us.
So I just did a 14-hour video on everything I just picked up. So this is just I'll just gonna do a cheap plug in the chat. So this is just some stuff I haven't gone through yet. I did get the Buckley EP box set, which is really cool to have. And I've enjoyed this, and the pressing quality is really great. Music on vinyl, put it out. I did get one of the new Tone Poets, which I think a lot of people are excited for. This Bobby Hutcherson Components, pretty awesome record. This one's for Jose especially and Jason. Wow. But I got a promo copy of Fairport Convention's really self-titled.
Nice.
US here.
Really nice record.
Yeah.
It's one of those records you can get stoned and you're still like, whoa, I understand this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not incredible string band, that's for sure.
It's close to that.
It's complex.
And then shout out to Hey Joe Records. I don't know if you guys know Joe, but he recommended this to me, and it was a blind buy. But this is Prince Osula. This is a reggae record. It's a reggae record out of Canada. Some really cool root stuff. It's kind of DIY. It's got a bunch of different cover variations. You can get it on Bandcamp. This is really killer. I recommend you guys check it out and stream it.
That's the same face when I did all those Pet Sounds reviews, Jeez.
Yeah, this is good. Actually, yeah. So there you go.
Anybody knows if the guy from Vinyl Rewind is gonna be at the Vinyl Summit?
Eric, I don't know. Eric's a nice guy. He's been on the Concert Buddy presentation, so I have no.
Well, I'm just asking.
I don't know. I don't know. Again, Chad said that there was going to be like more people.
He could be the host. He could be the host.
He could be. All right, Jose. What records? Surely you've got records to show, Jose.
Well, I only have two. Nobody's going to give a fuck at all of them, but
yeah, right. Try us.
So this is Correo del Tiempo by Tribu, which is the second record by Mexican Prague pre-Columbian band Tribu, which is a blend of Mexican folklore music and prog music, not in the bad way. So it's very interesting stuff. I would recommend it if you just enjoy music in general, but it's so complex. The B-side, it's like 23 minutes long, and it's really nice. I had it on cassette for the longest time, but I found it on vinyl in Mexico City, and I was really happy about it. Also, the artwork, it's always nice on these records. Yeah, very, very interesting. What?
Are those naked people?
Yes, they're celebrating sort of like what do you call that?
Burning at the stake.
Like Midsummer or something like that.
Oh, is it the fertility feast?
Could be, but I bought it. Again, the artwork is nice. There's somebody burning there, I guess. Right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's a very so they play with a bunch of artists like Jorge Reyes, and it's very important group here.
Jose, good question here. Bill K wants to know: would Eddie Perez buy it? Would Eddie Perez buy that one? Because Eddie does have.
I don't know if he's interested in experimental prog music with a bunch of corridos. It has some corridos, original corridos from the end of the revolution, Mexican Revolution. So stuff like that. So it's very nice. They used to have like all these pre-Columbian instruments. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but like pots with water and clay pots and it's very indigenous instruments. And they started doing these blends of folk music and sort of they would call it ethno rock, which is mean ethnical rock. Which sure. I don't know. I find it very interesting. If you're interested in something that's more in the veins of what Canterbury Prague is to England than just like Rush, fuck Rush. Right.
Whoa, Jesus, man.
Oh, man.
Jose, just so that I
Wow.
understand, pre-Columbian means before Christopher Columbus.
Yes,
correct?
exactly. Yeah. Música
Jeez.
pre-colombiana. Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Because so there's very little influence on like it's mostly percussions.
Right. It's very folk, indigenous. I
Yes.
get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yes, but it has some like all the records are a little more proggy, like they have synths and stuff like that. But in nature, they were still doing this stuff, So
Is it like similar to Native American type of instrument, like flutes and?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Remember that Mexico and the U.S. Still to this day share a lot of indigenous tribes at the border, right? Even in California, there's some tribes that live on the edge of the states, and they are allowed to go in and out of both countries because it's a sacred land, So stuff like that. There was a group that basically got together to get these things, basically to, like in the U.S., Bob Dylan was trying to, get a hold of folklore. They were trying to do the same, but with all these things that were happening around in England, blah blah blah. But I would say that Mexico's experimental scene, it's always been like 20 years behind. So maybe like this in the 60s would have been like, way more. I wouldn't call it interesting, but like it would be more well known around the world. But they did it in the 80s, so But I'm glad they did it. One of my favorite Mexican bands of all time. So you would like it. And no, it doesn't sound like Peruvian music because Peruvian music is from Peru.
Peru.
All right. And then my other record that I'm showing, this is a friend. I've released one of the records, but this is their new record, which I'm only releasing on cassette. But this is the guys from Secretly Canadian. They have a Secretly distribution, and they are putting out this record in the U.S., so you can buy it in the U.S. Their name is Diles que no me maten, and this is their new record. It doesn't come out till next week, but I've had it for 3 weeks in my house because they are nice to me, and they're really nice. They went underground and the sewers in Mexico City, and they did this mural in the waters, and that's the cover of the record.
Nice.
In somewhere in the depths of Mexico City, there's this thing, which I thought it was really nice. There's a photo of them walking in the water sewers.
Yeah.
But very nice if you like very slow music with poetry and dedication. They have a KEXP session that's worth listening to. Very amazing. If you like free jazz and poetry, you would like them. They're really nice. And
Jose Cesar wants to know, can you listen to it on Bandcamp or other sites?
Yes, but they dropped a video today. But again, this isn't out till next week. But you can buy this in the U.S., so it's not like I'm showing something you can't. But they're playing everywhere in the U.S. the next few months, and you should check them out. They're really nice guys. Poetry-driven guitars. It sounds sort of like what's this band in the U.S.? I'll remember the name, but to compare it. But I don't know. Very beautiful music, a blend of maybe a little indie with free jazz and ambient music played, and they're really nice. Diles que no me maten, which translates to "Tell them not to kill me." This is a Palestinian poet that they were inspired by the lyrics. So
actually, Jose, I'm sorry, the Home Office is saying, and the translation actually translates to "We were not shitting on the Vinyl Summit." So yes. We were not shitting on the Vinyl Summit.
Okay, they would never shit on the Vinyl Summit. So here's the record. I think they have multiple copies, but they did something interesting when they released the record, which they toured. Even in the US, they toured with I think 150 copies of the test pressing, and they had unique covers to them. So that I thought that was interesting. But again, it's also in English. You can read it
Oh,
here.
cool.
You know,
For
it's in
gringos like
Japanese,
me, that's
Spanish,
good.
Portuguese, Japanese, because they're playing everywhere. I think they have like more than 100 dates. I've never seen an independent band have more dates. They're in Europe, all the America continent, North, Central, and South America. So Europe, Asia. So they're doing the rounds. So again, check them out. Very beautiful people with nice music. I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry you guys can't understand the lyrics, but they're really nice lyrics.
Pobrecito.
Yeah. Valió verga.
Good stuff, Jose. Jose, if nothing else, Jose always has the most diverse stuff. So it helps keep us on our toes when I keep showing the same record over and over again.
Well, I only collect what
That's a correction. Al Pacino. Al Pacino.
Don
Pacino. A very, very, very diverse taste. Well, guys, we've had another great show, at least in my estimation. The dislikes will probably be fast and furious. I was wondering, the dislikes are usually about 3 or so more a show, which is pretty normal. Last show we had more. I think it was the town people of Salina just shitting back at us after our big shitting session. And
starting beefs, the Vinyl Summit beef, the tracking angle beef.
So much beef. Henry, this is actually a good one. Al Latino, so not Al Pacino, Al Latino. We may come up with an alter ego. I like where that's going. But anyway, thanks for joining us. Surface Noise is almost over, almost out. We'll do it again next week. I think we will probably, over the course of summer, take some time, but not in the foreseeable. We did have a topic roll over for next week, Vinyl Genie. You can infer from that what you'd like. But for my compatriots, my compadres on the Surface Noise dais, thank you for watching. And hasta luego. Oh yes. Oh, and yes. And if you came for more pet sounds talk, I don't think we're going to do it next week. I hate to be a buzzkill, but I think
I'll do a third video. I'll do the comparison, just ruin it, ruin it. Shout out to Cesar, right? These are great. The MOV Soda Stereo. This is sweet.
This is probably the comment of the night, and it comes right at the end. BK86 says, a shitting session. Look what happens when you eat the Fremer lasagna. The Fremer lasagna, again, our wonderful new sponsor. The check hasn't cleared, so we'll see how this goes. But available at your local frozen freezer supermarket or Aldi's. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye. Peace.